Good morning, or is it afternoon? It's afternoon, 5 minutes after 12. I'm Billy, the Crafty Floridian. I started to say, yeah, you know what I started to say. But anyway, I'm feeling so much better. I am. I feel so much better. I got a good night's rest. Um, Yesterday it was just a good day to we had storming. It was just a good day to just do nothing, but I did. I laid down, took a couple naps, and I laid down and I couldn't sleep, so I got up and I started making some dolls. So I feel so much better. This morning was just me. I did shower, uh, clicked hair off my eyebrows, face, my mustache, hairs that grow where they shouldn't be growing. Well, anyway, I got rid of those. Took a nice shower. Took the garbage out. Let's see what else. Um, Took the garbage out. Well, that's about it. That was enough. And I got my spoons on this morning. Beth, you see my spoons? Yeah, I like the earrings. So I put my spoons on. I'm getting my energy. I do. I feel so much better today. I don't hurt. My hands don't hurt, my legs don't hurt, my head doesn't hurt. I feel pretty daggone good. And it's Saturday, whatever that means. So this morning in the mail, I got the liner that I'm going to be using for these. So that came. I also got, what else did I get? I got a box. Yes, I did. I haven't opened it yet. Here we go. I got a box from Cindy from Minnesota. I believe it's Minnesota. Okay, let me find my trusty. I had it out this morning. I was cutting stuff. Now I don't know where it is. I was cutting stuff, but I was breaking down boxes so that I could get them into the garbage pit. And on the way, the mail lady came, and she wouldn't let me have my box until she, did the rest of the stuff. So on the way to the garbage pit, Sue and her brother lived down the hall, and she came in. They smoke, so they go outside to have a cigarette. You're not allowed to smoke in your apartments anymore. So she came in. She says, Pete, come out here and help Billy with her car. So he came out and helped me unload. I said, well, I loaded in. I guess I could unload it. He says, I like independent women. That's good. I said, well, I've been like this all my whole life. So let's see what we got. Maybe we hats or something in here. Let's see what we have. Let me put my legs up so that I can put the box in my lap so y'all can see. It's a beautiful day here. Just beautiful. Absolutely. Oh my God. Just a note to say for you. I thought of you today. If you need different, I hope this helps. If you need different colors, let me know. I have 3 tubs of red heart. Good luck, have fun, keep cooking. That's right. Cindy said she had tons of red heart that would help with the dolls and stuff. So she sent me a ton of red heart. Here's her pretty card. It's like an Easter card, but it's just a note. Isn't that pretty? Let me back it up a little bit. Isn't that pretty? But look what she sent me. Oh my gosh. Peruvian print. Red heart. This is all red heart. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes. This is shaded browns. And this is zebra. And I have 2 more zebras. All right, let's put that right over here. Ooh, I love this. I love this color. This is like a burnt orange, but it's called carrot. I'm a sucker for salmon, oranges, corals, and of course, teals. Greens, teals. Those are like me colors. But isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, oh my goodness, look at this. Plum pudding. Isn't that, wait, wrap this up. Whoops, 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 whoops. Plum pudding. Isn't that pretty? Pink and lavenders, purple. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can use this too. Thank you. I don't have a lot of browns, but with that trees that we have to make for Jada and Stitches, well, guess what? This warm brown is going to come in handy. I don't like those trees, but I'm going to figure out another way to do them. And blues, I don't have a lot of blues either. Blue suede. I forgot to show you these as they come in. I'm sorry, but they're just all different colors. Is this another one? No, this is a different color blue. It's just called blue. Blue. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I don't normally buy blues. Ooh, another. This is pumpkin. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, I love it. And she sent me a white. Soft white. I don't have any of this either. Oh, well, thank you, Gail. I can't believe it. Colors that I don't have. I just can't believe it. Thank you, darling, so much. These browns are really going to come in handy with those trees. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was just going to pick up some at Walmart, but yeah, that's going to come in handy. Thank you so. And the blues. See, the only blue I have is dark blue or royal blue, whatever. And it's too dark to work with, but I could work with these blues, making the dolls and stuff. And I like this color too, carrot. Oh, yeah. Because the dolls are supposed to be fun. They're not supposed to be character. They're supposed to be characters, not, you know what I mean. So that's why we work. And the zebra, now that's going to go in with the other zebras. I have those put away. Well, Gail, thank you so much. These are great. I can't believe it. And none of, as I'm looking through them, I just see dolls coming out of my ears. These are great. I love them. I love them. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh, I'm going to have to find a new apartment. You think, well, I could go to the bedroom, but my bedroom's where the sewing is, and I have, one of those fold-up tables. They're what, 8 feet, 8 feet. It's all along one side of my one wall of my bedroom. That's where I have the sewing machine and my table for doing bills and stuff, and which I don't do bills anymore. I just do everything online because that's pain in it. But I don't want to do all that. So so I have that set up, and it just that takes up all the room. Plus, I gotta have room, and I got my bookshelves with my books. So I don't want to get rid of that. But anyway, and let me tell you what else. I went on Top Hat. Top Hat a couple weeks ago. Let me put this down before it wears me out. I went on Top Hat, and what I did is I bid on the stuff to help whiten your teeth, and I got it for $2. Well, it came from China, and it's just a little thing like this. It was. I'm keeping it up because Anyway, I couldn't figure out how to open a thing. I really couldn't figure out. But I did this morning because I took my trusty knife. Oh, here it is. It's just sitting right here in front of me. So I took my trusty knife and I got that sucker open. And I used it because see these two front teeth here? Well, the nerves to those two teeth are dead. And so they really, I drink a lot of tea and they get real stained. So I used it this morning, and look how there it is. They're like completely white. The ones on the side are like completely white. These two are still a little bit, but that's all right because that's going to take time because they're dead. I didn't ever think I would be able to get them any lighter. Yeah, I did that too. Oh yeah, it was Billy's morning off from head to toe, baby, from head to toe. So, Gail, thank you so much for my card. Keep hooking. I will, Cindy. Thank you so much. And if I get down on my yarn, honey, I will let you know. Thank you so much. So that, and I got my Easter card from what's her name. Let's see. I made. Let's see. I don't think you saw it. This is one I made last night. It's already ready to go. This one now is really kind of unusual. This is for Dina. She placed an order with me for one. And I'll be darned, when I did it, I did her hair sort of in Dina's color, but not as dark. And it just sort of laid. You know how hers just kind of lays to one side? Well, this sort of laid to one side. But here she is. Wait a minute, let me get her. Let me get it. Okay. Here she is. Isn't she cute? And this is a bracelet, and I put a D. That's for Dina. And these are her little shoes, and this is her little long dress. And this is her, you know how they wear things around their waist, and that's that. And I made, I don't know how I did this, but I made this so it's up in the back, the collar, and then down. And she has, these are the earrings that you recognize the earrings, don't you? Well, I put things on them, fixed them up, and they're on Dina's doll. So she's all duded up for the party. That's her little butt. But isn't she cute? I just love her. I enjoyed doing this because it was I was very relaxed, and I worked on it last night. When I found out I couldn't keep my hands from not being busy. And Dina can take this off and wear it if she likes. So that's up to her. But yeah, she could take this off, and it squeezes together, and then she could run it up or down, whatever way she wants. But yeah, isn't she cute? I just adore her. But yeah, when the hair came out like this, and it all came to one side, I said, "Oh, that's Dina all over the place." So this I did last night and got that all done. Okay, so let's put that back in the bag. And I like the pink. I like a pink. I wanted to do. It should remind me of pink for some reason, so I put the pink in. So that's for Dina. That. Let's see. I don't know if I showed you these. I might have showed you the girl, but I don't think I showed you the boy, but I'm not sure. Somebody could recognize. You might recognize the. Oops. You might recognize the yarn. Recognize the yarn? See, it just I have more to work with, and there's a button on it, and he has his little shorts on. See his little shorts. That's the back. These are his little shorts. Isn't he cute? And this order is for what's this for? Oh, Sharon. And you saw the girl with her little poncho. I'll show it again. I love this color, and someone had given me this color also. But she has her little poncho on. Her hair's all on top of her head with her little earrings. But isn't she cute? She has little beads up there in her hair. But yeah, she's a cutie. I like her too. I'm beginning to like them. So I don't know if I'm gonna get to a point I might not want to might not want to let them go. But yeah, so it's fun being creative like this. This is the kind of thing that I like doing. But I love the guy. He's with his shorts on. I just love that. So those are done. So now I only have two more. And I started working on the one this morning, and I got it's a bearded one, another bearded one, and I started on that this morning, and it just happened the yarn is not turning out as curly as the other ones, but yeah, we'll work with it for sure. And I've got my tasty little, remember my little cup that I got? Isn't that cute? With my tasty mango peach. Mm. God, it tastes so good. So I got a lot done in such a short period of time. I really did. I trying to think what else I did yesterday. Um, I think that's about it. I've been doing some um, some shopping on the online for different kinds of things. Um, I'd like to get some cards, and I want to get some pens done. Since I have my logo. I don't know. I have to ask just Justice if it's okay to go with, if that's the final, and to go with that. I'm going to send him an email today. That's the gentleman, the gentleman that's working on my logo, because I'd really like to get that pattern figured out this weekend and get that posted. So yeah, so it's I feel so much better. Oh God, I feel so much better. And it's just oh, yesterday, thank God, I got you all recorded before the storm. I think within 10 minutes after, and I was loading it up. Yes, that's right. I was loading it up, and the storm started, and lightning hit the building, and the fire alarms went off. Oh, every apartment in the hallway just beep, 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 all over the place. It was driving me crazy. So we all had to go out into the hallway. They came across and went up and down the steps to see if they could see a fire. Fire department was called to come over. They have to put in a special code to cut that alarm system out. Well, you should have seen Rosie. She was scared to death. She comes, I mean, she was low to the ground too. She was low to the ground, but she wouldn't come to me. So I went in the bedroom. I said, just get under the bed. I have to go out in the hallway. So she did. She got under the bed, and I went out in the hallway. And then I said, the heck with this. I'm not waiting for those fire departments. I came in and finished eating my lunch and, did my thing. But you're lucky you didn't have to listen to that, because that I would have had to cut it out. And, I'm not good at editing these. Mm. So that was our excitement around here yesterday, besides the storm. I think there's some more storms supposed to be coming through today. Um, it's kind of quiet around here today. I guess Easter weekend. What happens is that the people up, the snowbirds, they start going home this time to be home for Easter. So I bet the traffic is outrageous out there. And then I got a call yesterday from a guy that I went to high school with. He and his wife, we all three went to high school. Well, he's coming down here to Port Charlotte to visit Connie, who we went to high school with. And he's going to be here next week. And he wants for all of us to get together. And also, another guy, in fact, I dated him, Ed Smith. He's going to be here, I think, with his girlfriend. But whether I go or not, I don't know. I don't know. I can't explain it. I just can't explain it. I don't know. I don't know. I want to go, but I don't want to go. So we'll see what happens. But we all went to high school together. They're the ones that call me Charlie. Yeah, that was my nickname. Charlie. And Connie's a guy. So they started calling me Charlie because I'm Billy, a guy's name. He's a girl. I mean, a guy with a girl's name. Oh God, we messed up back in 1940s. So I might do that this coming week. So we'll wait and see. I think I'm due for my another blood test. I'm gonna do some sewing. I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff sewed up. I think I'm gonna work on this. I might not do any more dolls today. I don't know. Just see how I'm going to see how it goes and do some stuff. But I've been watching a lot of. Last night I watched a lot of podcasters trying to catch up. I am so far behind when you're working and doing all this administrative stuff and you're on the computer to do it. It takes away from you looking at the podcast. And if I watch it on YouTube in on the TV, you can't make any comments, but you can check if you go into more. I think it's more you hit, and it takes you to the top, and then you go across it, and you can click like or dislike on the YouTube on television. So you can like or dislike, but you just can't make any comment. I think you could if you had a cell phone, but I don't have one of those. Oh dear. Um, oh, the Kelsey Shaw. It's called the Kelsey. I don't know. You remember in my last podcast, I told you there was a Shaw that somebody made, and that I wanted to make that, and it was the Kelsey Shaw, but I can't think who the podcaster was. Oh God. Anyway, I'm not going to hurt my brain. Oh my gosh, I can't remember, but I'm going to try to make that. But I'd like to work on one of those trees today. I got to come up with a better way. I guess it's because trees was kind of one of my specialties when I was painting. So, it's hard just to do a straight line and a little round circle at the top. That's like kindergarten, and I just don't like it. So I'm going to see what I can do to have multiple branches or something, and then take a little, make little green leaves or something to put on it. I don't know, but I think we have to make six of them, and we got all month, so I got all month to test it. So I feel good that I've caught up on all my orders. I only got 2 left, and I'm real happy about that. But don't deter you from wanting. If you want one, let me know, and send me an email. They're always my email address is always on the descriptions. And what else? I told you about the hats the other day. Yep, those are boxed up. You should see my dining room is full of boxes and packages. Man, that mailman is just not going to like me when I come through that door. And some people say, well, why don't you get that application where you can go on and, that you can go on and do your own thing and they'll come and pick them up. Well, I know there's a charge for that or something. And I'm just not really. What's wrong with you? It's fading in and out. I don't know what that's all about. I think it's probably the electrical outlet or something. I don't know. These things confuse me. Oh my gosh. And that's about it, guys. I just things have been nice and quiet. My neighbor, she went to the store yesterday and brought me some bananas. I hadn't had bananas for a couple days, and they do help with the leg cramps, especially now that I'm on the water pills, and I have to have at least 2 a day, so or a baked potato or something. And I haven't been to the grocery. I haven't done my grocery shopping online yet. Good old Walmart. I haven't done that. I might do that today. Maybe not. I just thought maybe I'll do it tomorrow and pick it up on Monday or something like that. I'm just not in a hurry for anything. I've got all those nice meals that like. And then Pat comes over yesterday. She said, "Do you have the menu from the box of all the nutritious meals that she brought over to me?" And I said, "I think so." So I looked through the garbage, and there it was. Yeah, it was in the garbage. So she said, "Well, pick out 16 meals that you would like, and you can have that box next." I said, "Oh, okay." So I picked my 16, took it back over to her, and um, I also took her. Um, Oops, something's sticking in my foot. I better put my shoes back on. I took her over a cozy. She loved it. She loved it. So she got a cozy. Well, she's being real nice, and I guess she gets some free. It's called breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Mom's meals, nourish care, fully prepared meals, ready to eat. I'm reading off the box. Yeah, in fact, that's one of the boxes that those meals came in. I packed up. I think it was 50, no, 40, 50 hats I put in that box. I was able to get 50 hats in there. So I figured when we get some more hats in, then I'm going to send them, because we sent them 160. So I'm going to send them 40 more when we get 40 more hats in. And I'll send half of the specialty ones and then half regular hats. So when we get those in, then I'll ship them some more. So yeah, that's fun, and people have been contributing um, to the shipping charges. So that's really going to help. And I also put some money in PayPal for the shipping charges also. So yeah, so we're doing real good, guys, real good. I'm real proud of us. Where's all my squares, man? Nobody making squares? I only got 31. We're gonna need more. And I thought I might make a couple of those this afternoon too. I just need to get away from dolls for a couple days, today, and then I'll do the other because one is going to Australia, and the other one, where's the other one going? Oops, Texas, Texas to Gracie. Hi, Gracie. But I really do think that's the. I think that's it. I think that's it. I got a lot of new subs. Thank you so much for subscribing to our crazy world. And I'm sorry that you didn't get to see Live with Billy last night. I just didn't think I could do it. I was just so tired. I just needed to go in, sit in the living room with my baby, and do just a little vegging out. I needed a holiday. I had a holiday. Yay, yay, yay. I can't remember the last holiday I had. Must have been 15 years ago or more. I know, you're saying, well, she's retired, every day's a holiday. But I mean a real holiday. Trying to think, I guess it was a cruise I went on was my last holiday. Can't remember. But let's see, I've watched Leah. I watched her. Um, she does some really nice stuff. Y'all should check her out. She's Australian, very nice lady, very sweet lady. Of course, I missed Z's live the other day, and I keep my stuff for that. And I checked on Karen Homemaker, something something happiness, homemake happiness, something something. I just adore her. I love her so much. She got so much. Ooh, her haul, man, for her birthday, and her husband bought her yarn, and she got gift certificates, and she got some really nice yarn. So it's going to keep her busy for the summer, that's for sure. And I don't know if when the kids are home, if you get that much done or not, because I guess the kids will be getting out of school pretty soon. Because this is April, May, June. Some kids get out in May. They get out in May here, and June, I think, like in Virginia or up north, and so on and so forth. So I know I graduated on June 13th, 1965. I don't know why I can remember that date, but yeah, it was June 13th, 1965. 63. 63. That's right. God, how many years is that? Y'all have to count that up. My brain won't let me this morning. But let's see, who else did I check out? I did check out Jo. Jo. She did um, a a Dammit doll, and she did a very nice job. I'm real proud of her. But she's a very nice person. I haven't heard from Tracy lately. Tracy, where are you? I know you and I both have been battling the elements lately with the fibro and stuff, so I know it's tough. And I know when I first had it, diagnosed with it when I was 50, it was really bad then. The first 10 years were really bad. And it's gotten a little bit better, and it could be because I've learned how to cope with it better than I did the first 10 years. And so I'd say the last 10 have been okay. I've been able to cope with it. Some days are worse than others, but I can remember I was in so much pain, I would just lay on the couch and cry and roll, and you know how you do when you're in pain. But I think you get immune to it after a while. So fibros, I don't know if you people know about fibro, but fibromyalgia is a disease that affects your whole body and your brain. Can't you tell? But it affects the fibers and all the stuff in your body that connects everything to everything. Usually fibro is a result of some kind of trauma, they say. Um, I know that I had a lot of trauma to my back when I was younger, and I think that could be it. I do think stress along with trauma does make a big uh, contributing factor to fibromyalgia. Um, and you get what they call fibro fog, where your brain just you don't have enough serotonin and all that good stuff, where you can't sleep. I know when I first got it, it was when I was working. I went 5 days without sleep. 5 days. One day just went into night, day. I could not sleep. And I had gone and found a different doctor. Because back then, doctors didn't believe in fibromyalgia. They thought it was all in your head because there was no concrete evidence in your body, in your tests, that tell you that you have fibromyalgia. Then they came out with the points. So you would stand up and they would press here. Does that hurt? Does that hurt? Does that hurt? Yeah, that hurts. God, that hurts. And it was called pressure points. I guess they went through. If they hurt, then they say you have fibro. Well, it was hard to find a doctor. When I came down here in '02, I went to one doctor here in Sarasota, and he said, now we've ruled out that you don't have lupus. Because I guess there's a special test that you can do to see if you have lupus. Well, I didn't have lupus. But you become when you go without sleep and stuff, you become almost you do things that are abnormal. Like I can remember I would go on these jewelry shows at night and I'd buy all this jewelry. I don't need this jewelry, but I did it anyway. It was like it was something that my brain wasn't controlled of. Other things that come with fibro is panic attacks. I've had several of those, and they seem to be when I'm under a stressful situation. The first time I had it, I mean, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't stand up. It was like my body just wouldn't do anything. And I called my sister. She came over and they called 911. They thought I was having a stroke because I couldn't speak. It was like I was hysterical. It was unbelievable. So I get to the hospital and you don't have, um, your heart seems to be fine. No. And they never told me what happened. And then I had to figure out on my own that I was having a panic attack. And like they did my brother when he passed away and they brought him, he was in Las Vegas. He lived there for 30 some years. And they found him and he had passed away in his sleep. And he had been in his apartment for over a month before they found him. And the reason they found him is because he hadn't paid his rent. And he became very much of a loner. He had kind of pushed away everybody, his son, his friends, people he worked with, his family, and he died of a heart or stroke or something. I never did find out exactly what, but anyway, they brought his ashes back here. He was a Vietnam vet, and they did a memorial service for him here in Sarasota, and that's where they put his ashes. Well, I got everything ready that I was going to wear and everything. Well, I had a panic attack that morning. I couldn't go. There's no way I could go. I couldn't drive. I couldn't speak. I was just hysterical. I just could not do it. So I found that when I'm put under stressful situations and things that I don't want to do that are very stressful, then I just whack out. So yeah, so I've had a few of those, and they're kind of scary because you really don't know what's going on. But fibro, it affects. There's a lot of not byproducts, but um, other diseases that happen with fibro is sort of a, because of the fibro, like a lot of things with the neck and your spine and your hands, your wrists. Um, I find that I had a lot of things wrong with my stomach, my digestive system. I don't know. I'm just saying that when I got fibro, then all of these other things started to happen, and I found I'm in and have been for I don't know almost 20 years now in the National Rheumatoid um, what is it called? National Rheumatoid um, Foundation, and I've been a test pattern of theirs for almost 20 years. Z, if you're interested, I could send you the link if you'd be interested in their in their program. But they have a questionnaire that you fill out every once every 6 months. So you do it in January and then in December, for the 6 months. Maybe it's January and June or something like that. But and they show your progress over the years of how your fibro's done, and like when I got and then they will call you. Yeah, I had, and I don't think I ever told y'all that. I had something growing on the lid of my left eye. So I went to the dermatologist because it was interfering with my sight, and right above it was just one of those tags, skin tags. So I told the doctor, I said, well, I'd like to have those two things removed. So they removed the one on the bottom. Well, the top one came back negative. The bottom one came back lymphoma, Hodgkin's lymphoma. So I went to an oncologist in Venice, and we did all the tests. We did the lymph tests. They did all these tests and X-rays, tests, nuclear, the whole bit, and there was no sign of cancer in any of my lymph system, in my lymph system. It was a fluke, but it was just on my eye, and it's never grown back. So we're at a point now, I'm on a point now with the oncologist that we just keep an eye on it. If this starts to grow, then I'm to call him. But otherwise, my system, it's not, if for it, the other thing he wanted to do, I'm really talking and I'm sorry. The other thing he wanted to do, not really, but he wanted to do like a spinal tap, or to test the spinal fluid or whatever, to see if it was in the blood kind of thing. Because for the lymphoma to show up, it would have to have been in my bloodstream somehow. Well, I'm fine, and I haven't had that test done. I really don't think it merits it at this point. And if it starts to grow back, then we could do it. But at this point, I'm comfortable. I don't have any signs of lymphoma at this time. Um, and my brother had Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he passed away when he was 53. But he had it was in his entire body, and he had chemo and the whole bit up at the Moffitt in Tampa. So yeah, you just don't know how your body's going to react to fibromyalgia, and it does cause a lot of uh, strange things to happen that you never thought would happen. So, I mean, that was strange for something like that to happen. Who knows what's going to happen? So anyway, just a little background on fibro. If you have a friend that's fibro, um, and it is the disease that people say, God, you look great. Yeah, but I feel like I'm dying. And they don't understand, because you look so good, you move, you get out of bed, you try to function, you have to, sometimes the fatigue will hit you so bad that you have to lay down. I mean, there's sometimes I cannot lift my hands, I can't do anything. I have to lay down, and I'll sleep for a couple hours, wake up, renewed, just like that. It's just something that happens. But yeah, I lost a lot of friends. Yes, I did. A lot of friends with this disease. You can't commit yourself because you don't know how you're going to feel when you wake up that morning. It's hard to commit to anybody, to go to lunch, to go to dinner, to do anything. Um, you can't shop like you used to do. You can't. You just can't socialize like you used to. Sometimes you just don't feel like getting dressed. You just don't feel like showering and makeup and getting dressed and going. And it's hard for other people that on the outside looking in to say, wait a minute, you look great. Come on, why can't you come on? Well, I can't. I just can't. It's just really hard, and people don't understand that. I can When I go out, and what, this happened when I went to Joann's. I was only there, what, maybe a half an hour or 45 minutes, but the ride there and the ride back, man, for 3 days I'm fatigued. I'm pooped. I am just pooped. And I know my weight does not help and contribute. It does contribute to a lot of my problems with my legs, my knees, and stuff. My knees have been bad for a long time, long before I ever lost weight. I mean, gain weight. But the weight is not helping it. But according to the um, orthopedic surgeon, I'm still not bone on bone on this knee, but it's really got a lot of arthritis in it. And the other knee, of course, has already been replaced. But yeah, so the fibro, rheumatoid arthritis, all of those rheumatoid diseases all in one pot. But this database really keeps close. But anyway, why I told you that was lymphoma, I had written that down, and they called me and wanted to know when it was diagnosed, what tests they did, so on and so forth, and where we are in the progression of it. So they keep a close eye on you, and so you never know. You never know. But it's something that I've been involved in for almost 20 years, and it it's interesting to see how I've progressed over the last 20 or degressed, whatever. But it's interesting, and it's a nice program that I'm glad I got involved in because all it is just answering some questions on the computer, and that's it. Nothing to it. Well, listen, it's 45 minutes. I've been rambling on. I guess because I haven't talked to anybody in the last few days. So it's you I've been talking to. Gail, I want to thank you for the yarn. I really, really appreciate it. It's perfect yarn for the dolls. Perfect. And everything is wonderful. It's a beautiful day out. We can smile. We can laugh. We can go out and run. We can hunt eggs with the Easter bunnies. I got my Easter bunny right there. I love that little Easter bunny. I haven't made any more, but I will. I got the yarn for it, but I will. And so I think I'll do some sewing today. I feel like sewing today, and that's it. Little crocheting. Might work on those trees just for now that I've got some different brown. Yay, yay, yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you, Gail. I certainly do appreciate it. And Carrie, I love my card, honey. I love my card. That's a keeper. They're all keepers. I keep them. I got a whole box of all the stuff y'all sent me. I don't keep address stuff, but cards and notes and stuff like that. I keep them. I'm just an old heart. Mm. Oh, that tastes good. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye, and I can get some work done. I'm sure y'all have heard enough about fibro, but there's a lot of us ladies online that a lot of my subs that have fibro and other rheumatoid type diseases, and it's something that we deal with every day. It's not going to go away. There's no cure. You have to learn to manage it. Um, there are some foods I found that do like I don't drink uh, sodas of any kind. Sometimes I'll get a Sprite, but I stay away from as much caffeine as I can. Coffee, I buy those little boxes that have single servings. And I think there's like 8 in there, and that lasts me about 2 or 3 months. And I only get it when I need to do something that day, like a doctor's report or something. Then I'll have a cup of coffee that morning, just because it gives me that little extra ump, um, you know, to get going. But yeah, it's called it's like a what is it that they call fibro? It's almost like a blind disease. It's it's not right out there in front of you. There's no test for it. It's just there, and it's hard to explain. But I hope that you understand what fibro is and how it affects other people. But it's like bipolar. I mean, I think I don't know if there's tests for bipolar or not, but it's there, and you might look healthy, but behind closed doors, they don't function very well. And of course, my neighbor who has bipolar, she functions, but um, um, she spends a lot of time in depression, even with medication. And sometimes she forgets to take her medication, and sometimes I personally think it's on purpose because she likes being depressed. Really, I really do. And I've seen it because she'll be depressed and she, oh, I forgot to take my medication. Well, that's something that you don't forget if you're sick. I never forget to take my medication because I know that I have to have it to function, and she has to have it to function. But the depression can really get bad, and not enough that she would hurt herself, but enough to alienate herself from the rest of the world. And that's not good. But then when she's on a high, it's like her house, she will clean, scrub her house. She'll go out shopping, spending money that she doesn't have. I mean, but it brings her joy, and that's important. So anyway, it's hard to understand. It really is.
So many people afflicted with all these diseases, and I guess the older we get, the more we see it because we pay attention because we're sick, you know. Well, have you had enough of my big mouth? I hope so because I've had enough of it. I'm tired of hearing myself. So you guys have a nice Easter, uh, and go to whatever church you like, whether it's in the bedroom, the bathroom, or in the backyard. You go and hunt your eggs. Have a great, great day tomorrow. I think I'll take the day off tomorrow. Have another holiday because you guys are going to be with your families. There's no use sitting around listening to me babble like a brook. Babble like a brook. Remember that one? No, you maybe you younger ones have never heard of that, but that's called babbling like a brook. Brook. I will say goodbye. Thank you for subscribing, and especially you young girls. You know, I love seeing you all tuning in and checking us out and all the wonderful things that we all do, and we babble too. You know, I babbled a lot today because I didn't really have a lot of things to show you. But I work today and tomorrow, and then Monday, Easter Monday, we'll uh, we'll discuss, see what we've done over the weekend. So goodbye, everybody. I'm sorry it took so long. But that's all right. I got my Florida Moo Moo on. I just love this thing. And you know where I got it? I got it on Amazon. I did. It's kind of big, as you can see. It's kind of big, but that's all right. It's plenty of room for me. Sounded stupid, didn't it? Oh yeah, there's plenty of room for me. But you know what I mean. I like them roomy, and the more I think about it for the summer, I was thinking about maybe getting a couple. I've got some really cute little dresses that I can wear out and stuff. But I really like the comfort of a dress in the summer. I don't like wearing pants. I don't like it around my tummy and stuff. Um, I just don't. I don't like. That's another thing about Fibro. You don't like tight clothes, man. Mm-mm. Nope. Don't want anything around my stomach. Yep. Just a moo. That's all I wear. Nothing else. I'll leave that up to your imagination on that one. Oh God. I told you a story about the time I went to, well, when I went to get my blood test and I forgot to put my underwear on. Oh my God. I was sitting there going, oh my God, I didn't put a bra on. I didn't put any underwear. I just had one of my little shift dresses on. Oh hell, I was all I did was run in and have them draw blood and come home. It's like I stopped and went shopping. It wouldn't matter anyway, right? Who's gonna care? You see some of the stuff they wear to Walmart? Okay, guys, I'm closing this. I'm gonna say adieu. Have a great Sunday and weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Keep hooking, everybody.